again, friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, and I'm glad you decided to join me for this July book chat video. I hope everybody is having a wonderful July. I hope you enjoyed celebrating the 250th birthday of America. Woohoo! I know I did. We had a fun time at my in-laws' barbecue. Um, and then we spent the afternoon playing cornhole and, eating good barbecue, whatnot. My goose Suzuki came with me. Um, and then after we spent some time there, we came home and we watched the fireworks from our balcony so that way we could stay home and be with our cats because animals get really scared with fireworks. um, so we had a really great time, but you guys are not here for that. I hope you're also enjoying the summer. I hope you're going swimming and camping and hiking and seeing new things and places and people, all that good stuff. For today's book chat video, I just kind of want to do an update video on the books that I've been reading, and that sort of thing. I just recently finished the second book in a 3-book series, maybe 4-book series. I could be wrong. I can't remember. And it is called the Twisted series by Anna Hung. This is book 2 called Twisted Games. I really liked this book. It was a good book. It was definitely a slow burn, which is okay. It wasn't what I was expecting in the slow burn area, which is okay. That wasn't like a huge, it was just different paced than the first book. So that's why it kind of took me for a little loop. Nothing wrong with that. It was really good. I enjoyed the characters. This is about, these are contemporary romances, and this is about a woman named Bridget, who is a crowned princess, and her bodyguard, what's his name? Rise, I believe his name is. Yes, her bodyguard named Rise, and the storyline is sort of oil and water. They do not like each other at all. It's not your typical, I would say, friends to lovers love story. There's a lot more political intrigue and deep diving more into royal life, and what it's like to be a monarch, which yeah, I'm glad they had it, but also sometimes it kind of bored me with like the ins and outs. I wish they would have sort of stuck more to the character, their relationship and how it builds and the ups and downs. It did do that, but that's just my opinion of it. I did like this book. It was a very good read. I cannot wait to read the 3rd book in this series called Twisted Lies, I think, or Twisted Hate. I don't know. It's one of those ones. But this was a very good book. I like this author a lot. This was the book that I read for my book club with my sister-in-law. So I cannot wait to discuss all the fun snippets I found interesting with her. I can't wait to hear her opinions and thoughts on the characters and plot line and all that good stuff. I definitely cannot wait to see the next they have a 4-friend group in this series, so I cannot wait to see who the next lucky lady we will be following, and on her journey to find love. So if you are interested in finding a good, I think, 4-book series, I would definitely try the Twisted series by Anna Hung. It is a very, very good series. Following that, and what I am currently reading right now, is a book called When the Day Comes, Book 1 by Gabrielle Myers. I am this far along, and I'm on chapter 14, and there are 30 chapters. So I'm well on my way to finishing this book. It's a time traveler sort of story, which I don't like, but it has the main character is there's Christian themes in here, but it does not weigh you down. So even if you are not religious in any way, you will still like this book. It is not very preachy, if that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like with older Christian books and fiction, it weighs down too much on it's too preachy and too heavy on that instead of focusing on characters and story. But this is about a girl named Libby who has a powerful gift to live one life in 1774 colonial Williamsburg and the other in 1914 Gilded Age New York City. When she falls asleep in one life, she wakes up in the other. While she's the same person at her core, in both times she's leading two vastly different lives. And before her 21st birthday, she has to decide which life she wants to live forever. And whichever one she chooses, she has to either stay awake on her 21st birthday or fall asleep, and then she'll be in that time period that she is when she falls asleep. On her 21st birthday, she must choose one path and forfeit the other. But how can she choose when she has so much to lose in each life? So I really, really like how the book is shaping up. I really thought that I would not be able to understand the time travel thing. It's not really time travel because she falls asleep, but I thought that might be too confusing when I first started reading this book. I was so pleasantly surprised. It's easy to follow. She just falls asleep in one time period and wakes up in the other. I'm so glad it's not complicated, because that's something that, as someone that's sort of new to this genre, like time travel and this kind of Christian, or just this type of fiction, not necessarily the Christian part at all, I thought it would be confusing. I'm just being honest. Not confusing at all, thank goodness. This is a really good book. One of my fellow YouTube subscribers told me about this book and said that I would probably like it, and I am so thankful for that to that person. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I want to continue on with the series. We'll see how this one ends before going on to the other, but I might continue reading this series. I'll have to probably check these out at the library. But anyway, that's a side note. But if you are looking for something fresh and different and wanting a good female lead, I would highly recommend this book. Like I said, it is a good journey. I love how it kind of goes back from each life, and there are she's sort of in pickles, if you will, in both lives. And there's a few characters that I don't like, and I'm like, but I'm just enjoying this story. I hope to finish it before we go camping, which is later on in the month. But I am trucking along, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. So that is the book that I am currently reading. The next book I'm going to read after that one, and it depends if I have to go to the library to get the next book in the series. We'll see. I will be reading the next book in another great series that I love. It is called the King of Sin series. Again by Anna Hung, which is the same author as this series. The King of Sin's books sort of are the 7 deadly sins in human form, if you will. So the main characters, the male leads, are generally the, if you will, the 7 deadly sins: wrath, gluttony, obviously gluttony on this one, different ones, pride, so on and so forth. I absolutely love this series. This is just a good contemporary romance. Probably on a scale of 1 to 10 on the spice level, I would give it probably a 9.5. Yeah, a solid 9.5, I'd say, on these books. So if you don't like spice, probably skip the series. But if you just want a good romance book with compelling characters, good storylines, good pacing, good emotional growth on the character, I would highly recommend this book. I fell in love with this book. I actually saw the first book, the King of Wrath book, on my Instagram, saw it all over, and I was like, this looks really good. And from some of the clips and snippets that people posted, the story seemed like it to be something I'm interested in, which I am, and I'm so glad I took the leap into reading that series, because this is such a good series. Each book can be a standalone, but how she weaves the stories, you meet the characters intertwine in different books. So the first 2 characters in her series show up in book 3, 4, 5. Not all the characters intermix, but they can, and all the female leads are friends, so they kind of intertwine in each other's lives, which is great. And each book, like I said, stands alone. They have their own unique struggles and personalities and flaws and values, and it is just a great series to read. So I cannot wait to start this book. I'm so excited to. Once I'm done with this book, I will be caught up on all my reading, if you will. I'll probably be rereading some of these books, which I'm so excited to do. So that is all the video for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I do also want to note that I have also written a book, if you are not aware, and it is a high fantasy adventure story, and I forgot to get it out for you guys, which is silly. But if you are interested in reading a non-romance story, I have written a book, and it's called Legends, Orbs of the Elements. This is, like I said, a high fantasy adventure story. It follows a young man named Leon, and he must join forces with an unexpected ally and sort of save the world. And there's magic and mystery and friendship and sword fights and unexpected allies and enemies and just everything you love in a fantasy story. I am actually currently working on the sequel to this story, and it is called Legends, Rise of the Soul Collector. Sorry, brain fart. I did finish my final editing a few days ago, and now I have one more editing, and that is where I listen to it on my computer. And I'm so excited to start that, because then after that, I'm going to get the process started to send it in to be published. So yay, yay, yay. I worked so hard on that, and I am absolutely so proud of this book. So if you are interested in catching up when I finally get the process started on my second book, and I'll be updating you guys as the process goes along, you can catch up on the first book that I wrote, and it can be found on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Apple iBooks, and lots of other places books are sold. I also, on this channel, have videos of the book that I wrote, that I read each chapter of this book. So if you want to listen to the story, please feel free to listen to that. Listen to this book. Like I said, I put my heart and soul into it, and I'm so proud of it. And I am just as proud to be continuing on with the second book, Legends 2, Rise of the Soul Collectors. It again follows the main characters in this book. So again, if you want to know how the whole story started, I would definitely recommend picking up this book that I wrote, Legends, Orbs of the Elements. I will also have coming up as well my last collection video for you guys. It's going to be a really fun one, and I will also have, again, another fun Tattoo Tuesday video coming out for you guys, which is always at the last Tuesday of the month. So I cannot wait to share all that fun stuff with you guys. Down in the comments down below, let me know if you would pick up my book, Legends, Orbs of the Elements, or if one of the other books that I talked about today is something up your alley. Let me know, whether it's King of Gluttony, When the Day Comes, or Twisted Games. I'd really love to know. Or are you guys currently reading something different? Again, tell me down in the comments. I so love to know. If you like this video, please give it a big like, subscribe, share with friends and family, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye for now, everyone.